Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and just do a general message. Let's just pull on your energy and see what's going on. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe your tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Go on. Scooch in there. Okay. All right, Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, everything that you guys give, though. It means the world. All right, Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. Let's go ahead and get into this. They're showing me lots of fruit, oranges, watermelon, bananas. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to do some smoothies or something, or you're wanting to juice. Maybe you're just trying to get some vitamins into your body. For some of you, you realize you haven't been taking care of yourself. There's been this energy of depression perhaps too, where, you know, you've just been kind of like lost in the sauce. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, lost in the sauce. And there is some kind of enlightenment that's coming through. Some of you with that Two of Pentacles, you are very focused on your physical health right now. For some of you, you might be weightlifting or something like that. You are trying to get your body into shape. You feel like you've mastered your body, you can master your mind, or vice versa. There's something like that for some of you guys. Some of you might be trying to lose weight or something, and you might be taking like a very psychological approach to it, like maybe looking at your food triggers or something like that. Like maybe you're talking to a therapist about that, or some of you are finding out through a therapist, or you're finding out from somebody. I don't know. You could be finding out from me right now. Shoot, I don't know. But I'm getting the energy of some of you guys finding out that the reason you keep yourself looking the way you keep yourself looking, or the reason why you have in the past, is because it was like protection. Like there's something like maybe you were, Jesus, I don't know why they're giving me this, but they are. Maybe you were like assaulted when you were younger or something, and so you put on a lot of weight or something like that, or you never really took care of yourself. You didn't take like a hygiene, because it was a way of keeping yourself protected. Like if you were nasty or if you were bigger, people wouldn't target you. People would leave you alone. I feel like you don't want to do that anymore. You want to break out of that shell. You want yourself to be able to be seen. They're also showing me a burqa too. So maybe this is something like it was in your culture. It was very much a tradition to kind of hide yourself, Gemini, or cover yourself up, and you're not wanting to do that anymore. We do have the healing energy that came out for this reading. So I do feel like there is something that's very much healing deep inside, and it's a core wound. It's something that is almost embedded in your soul. You might have like a lot of psychic energy. Yeah, you might have like a lot of psychic energy that's attached to this, Gemini. You dream about this, or it's very much in your subconscious or something like that, where you might not even realize that you do these you have these reinforcing behaviors that kind of keep you isolated or keep you in that trauma stance or that trauma vision. Where that's, and I coined that term. That's not a thing, right? But trauma vision for me is like, that's the lens that you're seeing through, is your trauma. So it's your trauma vision, because there's something very ocular about this too. It's like, you know, something that you're seeing. You're healing the way you see things. Perhaps you're healing your perception. Some of you maybe have been a little, for lack of a better word, you've been a little moody, right? You've been grumpy, you've been moody, you've been emotional, you've been like, you know, just, and you're not normally like that. Like I get the energy like you're really a bubbly, happy, positive, friendly person, Gemini, and you really want to get out there and do things. And but you could have been kind of, there's something about this, it's making me feel like it's an eye, and there's something about the spiral. It's almost giving me like the trance type of energy, or just really not seeing things in a very clear way. There's a distorted lens that you're looking through, or that you were looking through. 404 on the timer, okay? That you were looking through. I feel like this is healing. You're not wanting to do that anymore. There could be this energy of, again, the key is within you. That's why I always say that. I love this card because this person's feeling discarded. This person's feeling out in the cold. This person's feeling maybe broke or not good enough or broken, right? Like having a lot of issues, having a lot of things they need to work on. They might not see the worth in themselves, but us, looking from the outside in, we can see this person is kind of just putting themselves through it. It's not saying that they haven't really been victimized, and I'm not saying that you haven't either. That would be absurd for me to sit up here and say something like that to you, Gemini. But I am saying that you don't have to live in that energy. You don't have to live with that persona. And there's something about the key going into the hole. She has the key. to open up the door and get herself out of this, but she's choosing to look down. She's choosing to kind of stay in this negative energy here. And there is that energy of that. You're really wanting to break free so you can build, so you can grow. Some of you guys might have been isolating yourselves from certain people and not allowing yourself to open up and express yourself to them. Even if you are physically around them still, you've just been kind of quiet or keeping to yourself. Some of you have been doing a lot of journaling or writing is the energy I'm getting. Maybe you're trying to write, I keep getting like writing a thesis, but for some of you, you could be trying to write a book. Some of you are making like a novel it's fiction, but it's actually not. Like some of you guys are doing a fiction novel, or you want to, that's kind of based off of your life or whatever, the trauma that you've experienced, but you're going to kind of make it fictional, like characters, and maybe change some things, create like a fantasy world. Some of you guys lived in a fantasy world when you were growing up, and now you want to bring that into the reality, like you want to create that in some way. Some of you guys might create, like, because they're showing me that movie, Beetlejuice, where they had that town. So some of you guys might create models like that, like town models or something, I don't know. Or you might create models of airplanes or cars, or you might be wanting to build something. Some of you guys might want to start building dollhouses, or you've just been interested in that. I don't know. Let's move on. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini, please? Okay. Walk away. Yes. 8 of Cups, darling. Yes. But to what, though? To where? What do we do now, right? So there is this energy, Gemini, of feeling very compelled to go towards your passions, to go towards your wish fulfillment, because that's what the 8 of Cups is. You know, you've built a lot up here, or there's a lot of memories, there's a lot of emotion that's connected to whatever this 8 Cups represents. But you do feel like you want to go towards the 9th cup. You want to go towards your wish fulfillment. You feel like it's out there on the horizon. However, I feel like you're actually walking towards the 7 cups. You're like, well, wait, what? There's options. There's different things I can go, different routes. What do I want to do? I feel like you have many different ideas that you want, Gemini. You're just not sure. For some of you, there is this element of independence, though, that you are really wanting when it comes to your finances. You don't want to be dependent on anybody for finances. You don't want to have a job, right? You don't want to have to be nice to this person. You don't want to have to depend on, let's say it's your husband or wife or something like that. Or let's say you get your money from a trust fund, or, and maybe it's not supposed to be like that. Maybe you are supposed to that's your money. Like it was given to you, it was promised to you, but somebody might have control over it, and they might be like, well, I'll give you like an allowance. That's kind of energy I'm getting for some of you. Or like, only if you go to this school, or only if you marry this person, or you do what I say. Like, it's that kind of energy, and you're really wanting to break free from that. For others of you, if it's not that, this is really symbolizing, again, just your career, your job, your finances. You're feeling very abundant, but you really want to feel secure and independent financially is what I'm getting. For some of you, there's new opportunities that are just getting dropped off constantly. Like Spirit is giving you new opportunities to make new money. And you might not see these as opportunities. That's the thing. Because when we look at this card, there are several options, but they're all kind of covered up. Some of them you can see what's under this, right? And then others, you don't get any kind of hints or clue. So for some of you, there are little, I just keep getting like little golden nuggets of opportunity, or like little creative bombs that Spirit's kind of dropping off into your head. Like, here, think about, like, do this. Or have you ever thought about doing that? Like, you get this sensation of, what would be nice if I did this? And then you instantly go, well, that's kind of unrealistic, right? So it's like, don't judge the inspiration that's coming through. Don't judge the intuition that's coming through. Because with this cup energy, yeah, you're getting a lot of intuitive hits right now, Gemini. So don't judge the messages that are coming through from Spirit, is pretty much what I'm getting. Or don't judge the opportunities that are coming your way. Because, and when I say don't judge them, I say, like, don't immediately discard them as impossible, right? Investigate a little bit, take stock, see. You never know, okay? There's kind of that energy here. But I feel like, yeah, you're walking away, but you're like, I'm walking away to what? Because with this 8 of Cups, it's like, technically, yeah, the 8 cups does represent more than the 7 cups. So whatever you're walking away from emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, Gemini, whatever you're letting go, it's a comfort zone. It's something that it might not have been that fucking comfortable, okay? But it is a comfort zone. It's a functioning dysfunction for some of you guys. That's not for everybody. But whatever it is, there is something that's built up. There's something that's familiar about this versus going into the 7 of cups where it's very fantasy, it's very dreamy. It's kind of the loose type of energy where it's not very solid yet. So, you know, it's not a liquid, it's not a solid, it's a low squid. I don't know why they gave me that from SpongeBob. Y'all are probably like, Jess, stay on track. But for some of you guys, it's a law squid, right? It's not a solid, it's not a liquid, it's a law squid. It's something in the middle here, right? And I feel like you are releasing a lot on an energetic level, on a spiritual level. There's something where the heaviness is getting lifted off of you when you do walk away, even though it's scary, even though you're kind of going into this energy of the unknown, or there's just, it's like, they're giving me the void of manifestation. That's what they're giving me. Like the void of manifestation, where anything can be created in this space, you know? It's up to you what you create. That's kind of what you're walking into. Like, you don't know what you're walking into. Like, for some of you guys, you don't. Like, you don't know what you're walking into. You don't know what your next step is. You just know that there is one. You just know that something's out there. You're feeling very compelled. For some of you, you have an idea of what this is. You just don't know how it's going to turn out. There's a lot of, again, it's not a solid. There's something that's not solid, but it's not a liquid either, okay? There is a lot of reflection though. For some of you, you are just wanting to run as fast as you can away from something. Some of you guys might have this urge inside to travel really fast or to communicate really fast. Some of you guys might have this urge to send a message really fast. Somebody could send you a message out of the blue. Knight of Swords. Okay, Scorpio energy with that judgment. Somebody could have been reflecting and they just send a message. That is for some of you guys. But I'm kind of getting like a fleeing type of energy with that Knight of Swords, to be honest with you. Like, his back is to us. He's running. He's not walking. He's not, right? Sprint away. It's like, I'm not even walking. I'm going to sprint away from you. Like, you know, run and jump on my motorcycle. Did he even pack anything? I don't know. Somebody sees their wish fulfillment out there and they want to go for it. I don't know. Okay, Gemini. Somebody might want to stab you in the back too, right as you get to your wish fulfillment. I gotta show you guys. I'm sorry for what I just saw in my mind's eye. I gotta show you. I was like, is that card upside down? It's the Hangman. I swear. I need to get my life. Okay, where is this damn 7 of Swords? Because I'm wasting valuable airtime on this. But I really feel I need to show you guys what I just saw. Because for some of you, you do have enemies around you. It shows up in the readings. Like, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but for some of you, yeah, there are people around you that really do not want you to succeed, Gemini. They don't want you to do well, okay? They might see that you are about to walk away from something, okay? And they're like, walk away? Walk away. Something about the way that he's coming up behind her with this knife and how she's like, ugh! And all her dreams are like flown into the air like she got stabbed or she got hit. Do you see that? That's why it was significant for me to find that, because I was like, there's something about that. While you got your back turned and you're trying to decide what your next step is, you know that there's wish fulfillment out there, which is so freaking, you know, it's so coincidental. It's so synchronistic. That's why I had to say it. 8 of Cups, go into this 9 of Cups. Somebody might want to come in and be like, nah, actually. Right? So make sure that there's not this energy of people trying to hold you back. This person could really be in the shadows. This person could be coming off as like a friend or a family member, somebody who cares about you, a coworker, a company that really cares about you. But there is going to be something that's illuminated about this person or this situation for you to see, Gemini. Okay, before they are able to kind of stab you in the back and try to take away this wish fulfillment that you have. There is something about them you're going to see. So this could be this energy of like, you see this person's always nasty and mean and they always got some kind of a negative outlook on something, or you see that maybe this person's kind of like, you know, greedy and selfish, maybe with you, maybe greedy and selfish with your energy. Like, dang, you don't like anybody new that I bring around. You think everybody's trying to take me for something or take advantage of me, or like there could be this energy of like a mother or a sister or you know, a friend or something, you know, male or female. There could be this energy of somebody around you that never really wants you to go after your dreams, never really wants you to get into a relationship, never really wants you to, you know, think about moving or leaving. It's like anytime you bring it up, they're just like, oh, you know, it's like there could be that energy here, Gemini, of somebody who they see that you have wish fulfillment in your heart, and it comes from her heart. Look, it does, okay? There's this energy of like somebody sees that around you, and while you're kind of in reflection, because I don't normally get that with the Seven of Cups, but I am. Especially with this illustration, I'm getting the energy of like somebody who is in deep reflection right now about what they want to do. And somebody around them sees that. They see that this person is in deep reflection. They see that they're on the precipice of maybe walking away, maybe making a choice to kind of leave something behind, or create some kind of distance, or maybe even leave the job, leave the relationship, or maybe there's something, again, spiritually, emotionally inside that's shifting about you, Gemini, and you're not the same person. You don't talk the same. You don't walk the same. You're not reacting the same. And that could have people around you like, yeah, something's about to happen. You know, I can feel it. Something's happening, and, you know, I got to stop this. This might not be malice. I'm just going to say it, guys. It might not be malice. It might not be this energy of this person's like, I'm doing this because I want to hold Gemini back. Gemini, you know what I mean? Like, they don't deserve happiness. Like that. It might not be that kind of energy. It might be like, oh no, if Gemini leaves, then what's going to happen to me with this and that? So it just depends where you're at in this situation, Gemini, and how you feel about this. But yeah, there could be somebody who sees you, and right when you get to your wish fulfillment, they're like, and she's like, I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. But I was told to go back and really give you guys the detail of that vision, but not actually include it in the reading. So if the cards come back out, then they come back out. But that's not what I was feeling. Like I was supposed to put them on the board. I didn't feel that way. What do we have for Gemini? What else do we have? Is this too much? Yes, it is. But there is this situation of needing to isolate yourself a little bit, and maybe not physically, but again, you need to create some kind of mental space, emotional space, spiritual space from people that possibly do sabotage you, and maybe you're needing to see that. There's a perspective shift that definitely needs to happen here. Again, okay? Yes. Some of you guys could be blinded or have a lot of negative energies over something that's happened in your past, something that's happened in your childhood. Some of you guys get like these emotional flashbacks or flare-ups where you think of things that happened, you know, and it really keeps you all tangled up in your mind. There's all this string attached to these crows, and she's blindfolded. It's just, this illustration just always makes me feel like she's just letting, you know, the negative forces kind of control her mind, and, you know, lots of negative thoughts, negative self-speak. And it could also be other bird bitches outside of her that are squawking around trying to distract her and, you know, keep her blindfold intact is almost the energy I'm getting. And this could be people connected from your childhood. This could definitely be family, friends, lovers with the Six of Cups. Okay, take it as it resonates. Somebody from your past. For some of you, you just cannot reconcile something from your past. Not reconcile with this person, but reconcile what happened with yourself. Yeah, my nose is itching. For some of you guys, you just keep looking back because you feel like you're missing something. You're not missing shit. You know what you're missing? Whatever this is in front of you, Gemini, that's what you're missing. Because what's happened in the past is done. And it doesn't really matter sometimes why people do the things that they do. We want to know because it brings us closure. Sometimes it's because we just want to know it wasn't something that we did, but, you know, that's something, again, there's something you have to reconcile within yourself about your past, Gemini, and it does kind of hold you back a little bit. I feel like Spirit is saying there's opportunity out there. It might not be something that's the 10 of Pentacles right now with this Ace of Pentacles, but it could be the cornerstone is what I'm getting. Like this could be the catalyst that really creates positive growth and change into your life, okay? And I feel like a lot of you are seeing that, so I'm gonna stop riding you so hard. But I get the energy with the Ace of Swords, like a lot of y'all are starting to open your mind up and see that there can be more than this provincial life. Okay, Belle, right? But there could be. You're like, there's more out there. And there was. She walked into a whole magical mansion where, you know, there was a beast and there was talking and walking furniture and singing, you know, cutlery and, you know, so, and it wasn't all peaches and cream, that's for damn sure, but there was more. There was more than her provincial life, and she knew that. That's why she was out there singing it in the field like she was, because she knew. You know, so for some of you, you've been saying this for years, like there's more than this, there's more out there. For some of you, this could be your family, like maybe you're trying to convince them for years, like there's more than this provincial life. We don't have to stay like this, we don't have to stay here, you can do this, you can move here. But you have to understand, Gemini, it's not your job to fix people, and sometimes you do have to walk away. So for some of you, it's like outdated things that you really are walking away from. You want to get out there, you want to be charged up by the sun. For some of you guys, you want to get out in the sun, going towards that sun energy. We see it here. Whatever it is that's calling you. Let's get some more out here for Gemini. What else do we have? We have the devil. And that is talking about letting go of those fears. That's what this reading really looks like. You're letting go of some kind of fear. You're really trying to heal some kind of long outdated cycle that you've been allowing yourself to stay in, whether this is spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, refusing to see something in front of you, because if you see it, then you have to take responsibility for it. Then you have to change. So you kind of almost put a blindfold on yourself to go, well, I'm not going to look at this. That's not for everybody, but I feel like this is the reading, guys. So if it doesn't resonate, it just don't resonate. Like sometimes, like, you know, that's what I was telling somebody the other day, like, you know, tarot is a tool for healing. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a tool for healing. If you're in a good spot or a good situation, or maybe Spirit's like, I need you to heal yourself, sometimes readings aren't going to resonate for you. Sometimes readings resonate for the people that truly do need these messages, you know? So I'm just saying, right? Sometimes we don't get on these, you know, these tarot readings and hear the most happiest, bubbly, sunshine and rainbows messages, but this is what we need to hear. Okay, some of you, there is a toxic attachment here. Capricorn energy, doesn't have to be, but there's a toxic attachment here. I feel like you feel there's very much some kind of strings that are attached to you that almost, again, control you. This could definitely be in your mind. This could be your fears, you know. This could be just negative self-speak, low self-esteem. This could be you, again, taking the past and using that as a key of what your future is going to be. Like, you know, when your past doesn't have to be what your future is. Actually, your past is supposed to be something that you learn to create a better future for yourself. So there is something here with that. Ten of Swords with the star energy. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you're letting go of these birds. You're cutting these cords. For some of you, that is literally what this is. You're cutting these cords so you can let these birds go and fly back to the damn, I don't know, their nests or wherever they need to go. Like, you're releasing the bird bitches in your life. For a lot of you, I see that very strongly. Some of these people really felt like they had a hold on you too with that devil energy, and they might have. I don't know. This does not have to be just people, though. This could be, again, take it as it resonates. Spiritual, physical, mental, emotional. Okay? All of the above. I feel like you're releasing the negative energy to have faith, to have hope. Some of you are really going through a lot of mental clarity and mental healing right now, too. Getting that very strongly. Let's go ahead and dig into this a little bit more. What is Gemini walking away from? There must be more than this provincial life, like I was saying. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, there must be more, okay? But you hold the key, Gemini. We can see that. Her, lost in the sauce, head down, right? Full of shame. 23:32 that I just saw on the timer. So, 2332. There could be this energy of, she can't see the situation she's in, but us from the outside looking in, again, we see that. We see that she has the key. There's the keyhole. She can open up the door. She can free herself from this situation, but you might not see that for yourself, Gemini, or you might not, somebody around you might not see that, but you can see that in somebody. But I really do feel like this is your reading. With the Four of Cups here, this is what you're walking away from. Feeling bored, feeling like you're missing opportunities to have the same old, you know, dealing with what you're given instead of going after what you want. You know, it's that kind of energy, like just basically, you know, the energy of giving up, the energy of melancholy, the energy of like, ugh, nothing changes, nothing gets better. It's a very demotivated energy. And with the Four Cups, it could be because of depression. Some of you you guys, you have had depression. It's not easy to just get up and get over it, you know? But I feel like you are choosing to. It's like you're doubling your strength. It's like your last ditch effort to really create some kind of happiness for yourself. Though again, you know, you're traveling into this Seven of Cups where it's like, what is this? I don't know what I'm going into, but I feel like it's more. There's gotta be more than this provincial life. For some of you guys, you're going, it feels like you're going from a very like, black and white world to a world full of color, and there's like a fantasy element here, and you're just not sure like how this is going to turn out, what this is going to be, you know, what this is going to bring to you. Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy here, or thinking about something, like, is this the right step for me? But I do feel like with this death energy, Scorpio energy, there's a need to let go. There's a need to release so you can have your rebirth. Death is but a door, right? Take your power back, claim your power, be discerning in your choices, and really reflect before you make any kind of moves. What's the Seven of Cups? Because this is definitely options, right? I feel like you've been holding yourself back for so long. Gemini, you've been protecting yourself for so long because of the hurts that you went through. Been trying to, you know, let yourself heal and let yourself, you know, decompress and process everything that you've been through. Some of y'all might have just been jaded and bitter. I mean, it does happen. Shit, you're not getting any judgment here. This is the Moody Tarot, right? I'm just saying, okay? But I feel like you're done with that. Like, you're just over that. And you're seeing that once you allow yourself to open up, once you allow yourself to take the opportunities that are being presented to you, even if they do feel a little unrealistic with that pigs will fly over here energy, I feel like you're going to see that actually opportunity opens up for you with that Seven of Cups. Yeah, things are going to suddenly change. The wheel is going to turn here. I feel like justice is going to go. Things are going to go in your favor. There's almost going to be like this balance that comes in. There's also new contracts that are going to be offered to you, Gemini. Some of these are going to really increase the energy of your wallet, okay? And make you feel like you got some money or you can save. Because I feel like some of you guys have been really burnt out over funds and over cash, like not wanting to feel dependent on anybody or anything for funds. And some of you might feel that way with this devil energy, like you're attached, you're chained to something. What is this Two of Swords here? Gemini, because I feel like this is, again, your negative self-speak or the negative thoughts that sometimes pop up, the overthinking, the anxiety, things like that, Gemini. But I also feel like this could be outside sources. This could be people that are just spewing you garbage, things that don't make any kind of sense, like for you and your situation, but they're just trying to, you know, get their way almost. What is this? Some of you guys, you need to take that leap of faith. You need to allow yourself to fall into new situations, to take this new journey. It does feel like there's a big change or there's a big risk that's involved in this, Gemini. It's not just as easy as, okay, you know, you have to allow yourself to kind of fall off the cliff, fall into it quite naturally, right? But there is a lot of anxiety about this. But there's a lot of potential and growth out there too with the Page of Pentacles. Whatever this is that you're being asked to fall into, it's hard, right? The King of Swords in reverse, but I don't really call reversals if I don't feel the need to, and I don't feel the need to with all this good energy. For some of you guys, you really are going to make the decision to get on the same page with yourself, you know? For some reason, this can be like a Gemini card for me. It is a lot of times in my readings. The Two of Cups, it's not necessarily like always talking about love for me as much as it is talking about being on the same page with yourself, being balanced, being harmonious with yourself, feeling good about the choices and the decisions that you make. But for some of you, yeah, this could be about love. You know, allowing yourself to fall into something even though it's scary, even though there's a lot of unknowns, even though you might have bird bitches squawking. You know, just saying. Okay, the Lovers, that is your card, Gemini. There's a new beginning that's being offered, and you did manifest this, Gemini. Okay, so I feel like there's almost this energy for some of you with this Two of Swords, the original meaning of not worrying about what the bird bitches are saying, not worrying about the anxieties and the negative self-speak, and really allowing yourself to fall into this. Take it as it resonates. What's this devil energy? The Five of Cups. I told you there's a darkness, right, that follows you. Okay, we've talked about that before on this channel. It tries to keep you sad, tries to keep you in your feelings, because when you're depressed, You don't want to do shit. You don't want to take care of yourself. You don't want to wipe your booty, right? You don't want to clean up your house. You don't want to go mow your yard. You don't want to go get on the computer and research and see if there's something better out there for you. You don't want to do any of that because you're depressed, because you're sad, because you're stuck in the loop, thinking about the past. We talked about that. That's what this is. Recognize it when you see it, so that way you can climb your ass up out of there. Because I get this energy here of your ancestors really trying to tell you you're alchemizing right now. You can create an abundant future, an abundant situation, an abundant relationship for some of you guys for yourself. But you have to get yourself out of that negative hole. Because all it's doing is siphoning your energy. Look. That's all it's doing. Taking her energy. This could be something that makes that you feel like you're attached to, and it makes you feel sad that you have to be attached to this. So this could be a baby mama / daddy. This could be a family member. It could be a job. It feels like something that, again, you feel attached to. Like you can't just, it's not so easy to just break away. Even though I feel like you can, but it's not so easy. For some of you, if this is like a baby mama / daddy type of situation where it's like, you know, there's kids involved and you're never going to be away from this person. You're always going to have to see them, and it's always going to feel like sad and like you're just drained. It's like you have to change your perception about this. You have to do your own inner work. You have to walk away from this emotionally and allow yourself to heal. That's the only way, because you are right when you say that, yeah, you're going to be stuck seeing this person all the time. You're right. You are. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay in the sadness. Shit, the relationship's over. It's over for a reason, right? Why? Because you were miserable. Aren't you miserable in that relationship? So why are you miserable out of it? I'm just saying, okay? Got to give to yourself and give to where it's due. Give to people and things that are going to give back to you. There's going to be justice in some type of situation. And if there is some kind of negative energy that's trying to attach itself to you or working through other people to do that, there's going to be karma and justice that comes in this situation as well. But there is this energy with this magician. I forgot I even laid the card down, guys. Sorry. But with the magician of like realizing that you have the power. That's what the magician is for me. It's like self. You are the manifester, and we already saw that. Your ancestors, your guides, spirit itself wants you to know you are alchemizing right now. You're manifesting. You're creating a future for yourself. It's hard, right? Sometimes when I always get that reference of like the seed busting through the soil, it's difficult. There's trauma involved in that. But it's taking you out of this dark space so you can grow. Because the seed can't grow in the dirt. It has to come out. Okay? All right, let's get some advice. Although I feel like sometimes the readings are all advice. But it's okay. Okay, guys. I'm not going to try to... you know, there was once upon a time where I really did try to mold myself. Like... I gotta be like other people and not talk so deep and not like get really, you know, because my readings can sometimes be about trauma and be about healing and be about diving deep. And, you know, when I see the Two of Cups, I don't see a relationship. I see you finding healing and balance within yourself. So I've tried to like change that in the past where I can't be myself, but I am going to be myself. And the ones that are going to stick around are the ones that are going to stick around. I can't help it. You guys want to go hear about third parties and bullshit all day long? There's plenty of it out there. Okay. Whew. Anyways, yeah, with the mountain, stand your ground, okay? I'm just saying, because this is the kind of energy we get over on this channel, you know? Advice for Gemini. I feel like that's a good title for this reading, too. Stand your ground. That's like what spirit is wanting you to do. But it's like, you know, right, what you want, or you know what's best for you. You know what's healthy for you. So, Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Spirit's like, you right, okay? I don't know. There's that energy here. Like, yeah, honor your inner knowing. With the Medicine Mother, you know internally what's going to nurture you. The mother is nurturing, right? So there's this energy of like, you know internally what's going to nurture you. You know what's best for you. You do. You don't have to let the past tell you what's best for you. You don't have to let anybody else tell you. You don't even have to let me. You don't even have to let me tell you what's best for you, Gemini, because you know. What else do we have? We have the Druid. Hold your space, or hold the space, it says. Hold the space for yourself while you're busting out of the soil. That's what I'm getting with that. Because it is a process. It does take time. There is trauma involved. It is uncomfortable. There is this space in that moment, the space within the space, where you feel like you don't know what's going on. There is a chaos. you know, and a lack of clarity. So hold the space for yourself while you're growing, while you're in the awkward phase of transition, okay? Don't beat yourself up. Be easy on yourself, Gemini. Protection guardian, drop your shields, but I never advise that. That's like leaving your sword at home. Why would you do that, right? You know, your sword's always got to be with you. There's just some kind of energy here, though, of spirit wanting you to not expect the worst in the situation always. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because I'm never going to sit up here and tell you to drop your shield or leave your sword at home, okay? But there is this energy here of not always expecting the negative, not always expecting things to go bad, not always expecting this person to be like the last person with that Two of Swords to the full energy. It's like, don't let yourself kind of miss out on opportunities. The Eight of Cups with the Four of Cups here. What else do we have for Gemini? Advice / additional messages for this reading. One more. We have the Magic Guardian coming out. Unlock the magic within. Alert. I love this reading. Love it when they're cohesive. That's what I was talking about right here. You can unlock the magic because whatever this is, it had a hold on you and you needed to disconnect yourself. Some of you need to do a cord cutting session and you need to call on Archangel Michael, or you need to ask Spirit to send whatever guardian it wants to send to unlock, you know, or to cut these cords, like, you know, because sometimes we don't know what's best for us. Sometimes Spirit knows what's best for us. That is for some of you guys. For others of you, this is just something that you just need to do. You just need to take your power back, right? There is that energy here of taking your power back. All right, Gemini, that has been your reading, and I do hope that it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.